Okay, everyone. Welcome to Aussizz Group Education Summit 2022. My name is 𝐬𝐞𝐬𝐬𝐢𝐭 and I will be your host for this session. Hope you all are having an informative day with lots of information to take on board from the previous sessions. And this session will particularly focus on how to crack PTE. And we also have some very exciting giveaways for our attendees. We encourage questions and feedback. We have bumper cash prize to claim for the ones who leave the most descriptive review under this Facebook post. The most contributing audience member in the chat box will be eligible for free giveaways such as PTE coaching, 𝐸LTS coaching, PR consultation, and many more. We encourage you to come and be part of our summit. And the more so now, without further delay, I would like to introduce our expert for this session. We are joined by Ms. Rinni Mehta, who is currently a PTE tutor at Aussizz Group and will be bringing her extensive English teaching experience to us today. Through this session, Ms. Rinni will be using her passion for PTE teaching to guide us through a wonderful session. And during this session, if you have any questions or any advice, seek any advice, please post your questions in the chat box, and our expert will answer at the end of the session. Thank you. So over to you, Rinni, now.
Thank you so much, 𝐬𝐞𝐬𝐢𝐭, for such a kind introduction. And hello, everyone. I'm Rinni from PTE Aussizz, and I will be presenting you a little bit insight about PTE and how to approach PTE with such a manner that you clear it in one go. Hopefully, you all can see on my screen that we are trying to explain PTE through Education Summit 2022. And I welcome all of you for this. I'll be taking your doubts towards the end of the session. So let's start. So with Education Summit, you all can know that there are different type of topics here. Yeah. 𝐬𝐞𝐬𝐢𝐭, is the screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so as we can know that PTE is of different types. So you might have gone through the main topics, PTE General and PTE Academic. So when we talk about PTE General, it is basically for those students who want to track and measure their fluency in English language. And if they are applying for PTE General exam, these exams are usually done for government and ministries of countries such as Ukraine, Spain, Greece, Poland, Switzerland, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania. They all accept PTE General scores, and it is beneficial for higher education, travel, and employment, while PTE Academic opens the door for those students who wish to study in countries like UK, USA, Canada, Australia, or New Zealand. Moreover, it is also acceptable by immigration. So those who are applying for PR or any other immigration visas, they can give PTE Academic. The basic difference between both the two exams are that the modules in which PTE General takes is only two modules, speaking and writing, whereas academic takes three modules. First one, speaking with writing, second module listening, and the third module is reading. They check your overall English knowledge and then they allow you to appear for the exam. So PT generally is usually PT general is not recognized for immigration. So those who are trying to get PR or temporary visa or any other thing related to immigration, they need to give PT academic. Basically, general is a written paper exam and has an interview, whereas PT academic is totally computer-based exam. You have to go to the center, you give your exam, and your result usually comes in 2 to 5 days. So that is about PTE difference between both the two type of exam. Mostly students give PTE academic because of the purpose for immigration or student visa. It is acceptable in Australia and many other countries. So you can just check it here that PTE exam is computer based academic English language test, and it is aimed at non-native English speakers wanting to study Australia and abroad. Pearson created PT Academic in response to demand from institutions, government, and other organizations for a more accurate way of testing non-native English language students who enter the English speaking academia world. It usually tests reading, writing, listening, and speaking skills of the student. The test scores are reported on the global scale of English, a standardized numeric scale from 10 to 90, which can measure English language proficiency more precisely with reference to the widely known set of levels distinguished in the Common European Framework of Reference for Language, or CEFR. Basically, when the score is between 10 to 90, most people require 65 plus or 79 plus. So we'll check how the score will affect your exam, and we will also see how to achieve that score very simply, because it is a computer based exam, so you have to know the task and different things in order to clear the exam. Why PTE exams? So, to study or settle down in Australia or abroad, to prove your ability to understand English language in all forms, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And also to complete the test on one day only, within 2 hours. Previously, it was of 3 hours long. Now, from 16th of November, it has been made of 2 hours. So now the exam is of a little much shorter duration, but the task and all the things remain same. There are no changes in any other things related to academic exam. To send the scores of your proficiency level to organization and institutions, and to receive the scores within 3 to 5 business days. So that is where PTE gives you a very good benefit, that if you are applying for your student visa or any other thing, you can get the result in just 3 to 5 business days. Who can give PTE exams? Students over the age of 16 years can take the PTE exam. The official PTE website has not mentioned any specific upper age limit. So you all can give exam as many times as you want. And how long is the PTE score valid for? A PTE academic score report is valid for 2 years for educational purposes, university or college applications. How many times can I take the test? Is this exam yearly based exam? Yes, you are allowed to take PT as many times as you want. The only condition is that you must wait to receive your scores before you can book your next test. How many points we can earn with the PT attempt? 79 in each section of PT exam will help you fetch 20 points. So those who are applying for immigration and PR, if you need your point score to be upgraded, you just need 20 points. So if you are getting 79 plus in all the 4 sections, you can fetch 20 points. As the competition is very high in Australia, and it is better to aim for 20 points. If you have 65 in each in the PT, this will fetch you 10 points only. But if you are applying for student visa, you might require a little lesser. You can confirm it from your um, scores. So, are there many test centers available in India and Australia to appear for this exam? Yes. Pearson conducts PTE tests in multiple locations in 23 Indian countries, and approximately 20 plus centers are available in Australia. If I have studied in vernacular medium, still is it possible to secure 79 plus in PT? Yes, it is very easy to secure 79 plus in PT. Those students and aspirants who desire to go abroad for studying or immigrate to a major English speaking country are required to take the PT academic exam to prove their English language competency. As the level of question and design, keeping in mind that the age, criteria, education, and regions, the students with basic English knowledge can easily ace their desired score. How difficult is the PTE exam? It is easy to understand, and less time is required to polish the enabling skills. Measurement of skills is being done by a computer rather than a human. So by understanding the scoring parameters and task requirements, students can achieve their desired score. In some activities, skills are being measured in integrated way, and that is most easy thing for language to get proficient in. The other process, like from registering form to getting result, is quite simple. Even with basic knowledge of grammar, vocabulary, spelling, and pronunciation, any student can achieve the desired score. With expert guidance, students can get tips and tricks from the high weightage task and also the assessment for their spoken and written response. So basically, PT exam is much simpler as compared to other English exams, because here you just have to know the technique to clear the task in respect to the thing that it is taken by computer rather than a human. And you can see that PTE Tutorials is a platform to help you all there. We have our mobile app, we have our YouTube videos, you can attend our webinars and PTE guides and learn some tips and techniques and practice through this platform. So PTE Tutorials is always there to help you in your process for preparation. There are many different tasks in exam, and let me introduce you with these tasks. There are total 20 tasks in all, and they are divided into 4 different sections. So section number 1, which includes speaking section, contains 5 tasks. The name of the task are read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, read a lecture, answer short question. And in writing section, there are 2 tasks, summarize written text and written essay. When you start your exam, you will be starting with speaking section. And once the speaking section is there, you might get the task, anything like shuffled. It can start with read aloud, and then you can get describe image or repeat sentence, anything. So the tasks are shuffled, but there are in all 5 tasks from speaking. Once these 5 tasks are over, you will be directed towards writing section, and there you can either get the essay first or the summarized written text first. Anything can come first. But whatever is there, speaking will always be followed by writing section. Then when you click to the next section, it will bring you to the reading section. And in reading section, there are in all 5 tasks: reading and writing fill in the blanks, multiple choice, choose multiple answer, reorder paragraph, multiple choice, choose single answer, and reading fill in the blanks. And last but not the least, if you click next, you will get the listening task, and there are 8 tasks in listening section. Summarize spoken text, multiple choice, choose multiple answer, fill in the blanks, highlight correct summary, multiple choice, choose single answer, select missing word, highlight incorrect words, and write from dictation. Amongst all these 4 sections, if you finish them in 2 hours, you will be able to score 79 plus very easily. But those who are targeting little lesser, it's okay. It is just a computer-based exam, so you can directly follow the task and item prompts and score your desired score. We will take into consideration all these tasks in a while once we understand how to ace the exam. To clear the exam, you are required to clear high weightage tasks in PTE exam. The high weightage tasks are namely speaking section, read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, and read the lecture. The low score tasks are only answer short question. In writing section, both the tasks are highly scored, so you need to clear them with very much efficiency. You need to clear summarize written text and written essay perfectly in time, and the timer is set separately, so you don't have to do time management in speaking or writing section. But when it comes to reading section, the main way to clear this section is to control the time. So you need to understand that you are supposed to do high weightage tasks. You can take more time in that, but low weightage tasks should not be given a lot of time in exams. So you can see in reading, there are 3 high weightage tasks: reading and writing fill in the blanks, reorder paragraph, and reading fill in the blanks. Finally, listening section, there are only 4 tasks which are highly scored: summarize spoken text, fill in the blanks, highlight incorrect words, and write from dictation. Out of these sections, there are some low score tasks, and we do have negative marking in 3 of the tasks available to you. There is no negative marking in speaking and writing section, but in reading section, multiple choice, choose multiple answer contains negative marking. In listening section, there are 2 tasks which contain negative marking, that is multiple choice, choose multiple answer, and highlight incorrect words, that is a high score task. So you have to basically make sure that you are doing all the questions in time, taking into consideration low and highly scored tasks. There are certain new changes in exam from 16th of November. The new changes have been applied, and it is only about the changes in the time. So when you talk about the old test times and new test times, the introduction part is not changed. It was previously 1 minute only, and now also you have to introduce yourself for one minute only. No change in that. But then part 1, that is speaking and writing, previously it was of 77 to 93 minutes. Now it has been reduced to 54 to 67 minutes. So what can go different? What has been changed? Obviously, the number of questions are reduced here, and now you will get a little lesser number of questions, and hence the time is changed. But nothing to worry because only the low score task number of questions are changed mainly. And in reading section, previously it was 32 to 41 minutes. Now it is 29 to 30 minutes. Then there was previously optional scheduled break of 10 minutes. After finishing reading, you were allowed to go for 10 minutes out of the examination hall previously before 16th of November. But now that has been removed. So you cannot leave your examination center in between the test. You have to sit on that chair till 2 hours. If you want to leave, you will not be allowed to come back. So it is advisable to finish all the 4 sections and then only leave the examination hall. Part 3 involves listening, which was previously of 45 to 57 minutes. Now it has been reduced to 30 to 43 minutes. So there is not a big change, but overall testing time is reduced by 1 hour, which needs to be taken into consideration because now time management is more crucial than ever before. Let's talk about what has changed. Item type which have been changed are mainly describe image in speaking section. Previously there were 6 to 7 questions. Now there are 3 to 4 questions. Read a lecture. There were 3 to 4 questions. Now the number of questions have been reduced. It is just 1 to 2 questions. Answer short question. Yes, there were 10 to 12 answer short question previously, but now it has been just reduced to 5 to 6 questions. And summarize written text again, instead of 2 to 3, it is 1 to 2 questions, which is in writing section. So overall time has been reduced from 10 to 15 minutes. Reduction is there in speaking section. Then you talk about reading section. Reading, just 2 tasks are changed. Multiple choice, multiple answer, which is a low score task. Previously there were 2 to 3 questions. Now in your exam there could be 1 question, mostly 1 question. Very rare students will get 2 questions. And multiple choice single answer, previously again they were 2 to 3, now it will be 1 or 2 questions. So overall timer has been reduced to 29 to 30 minutes. So now if you are getting 14 questions in exam, you will have 28 to 30 minutes to solve these questions. So basically on an average you get 2 minutes per question. That is where you have to notice, because if you miss on the timer, if you miss the last 2 questions, that could be multiple choice or that could be reading or writing fill in the blanks. If that is the case, if the most highly prioritized task is missed, then 79 plus could be tough. So we have to understand how to do time management. What you can do here is the 2 yellow highlighted boxes are there, multiple choice, multiple answer, single answer. They are low score tasks. You can utilize these questions time into the other remaining sections. There are many other item type changes in listening section. Summarize spoken text will be just 1 or 2, multiple choice, multiple answer 1 or 2. Same with highlight, correct summary, multiple choice, single answer, select missing word. They all will be 1 to 2 in exam. So overall timer is 30 to 43 minutes for listening section. Again here, as I said in reading, same thing applies. If you miss the timer, you might miss the most important task of this listening section, that is right from dictation. If 1 or 2 questions missed from right from dictation, you might lose your scores, and then 79 plus would be tough. But there is nothing to worry for those who are targeting 65 plus. Those whose desired score is less than 79, they don't need to worry, they don't need to do time management. But especially those who are aspiring for 79 plus 20 points towards their PR, they need to make sure that they understand the time management techniques. Your score report is now changed. Previously, they were enabling skills along with the communicative skills in score report. They were giving the pronunciation and they were giving the fluency, spelling, vocabulary, all those marks were available. But right now, the score report will not contain any enabling skills marks because they are not impacting your communicative skills. But you can ask for those marks. You can write an email to PTE and they will provide you with that marks as well. But your main score will be targeted only for communicative skills, that is speaking, writing, reading and listening sections. You need to clear for 20 points, you need to get 79 in all the 4 sections. Talking about online exam, yes, this is a very good news. PTE Academic is now online. You can give it from the comfort of your home, but immigration is not accepting the online score report. So you have to make sure that if you are applying for immigration, you have to go to the center and give the exam. PTE Academic Online is a convenient and reliable at-home testing solution powered by OnView. Pearson VUE's score testing software. Pearson VUE are experts in online test delivery, having delivered more than 2 million online proctor exams worldwide, with their online test delivery increasing by more than 300% since the start of the pandemic. So make sure if you are giving online exam, you consult with your university if they are accepting the report card, the score card or not. But immigration is not accepting online exam. The test content and difficulty is same in online exam. It is identical in content and item types as regular PT academic test across the 4 skills of English language proficiency, speaking, listening, reading and writing. The test is 2 hours in duration, scored in the same way as PT academic and reports on the same scale. Online format indicated on score report. So if you are giving this exam, it will be written on the scorecard that you have given online exam from your home. So make sure that you give the offline exam if you are targeting for immigration purpose. Why, what score do I need? Yes, that is another big problem. People don't know what score they need. For that, you have to find out that what is your institution asking for. Each institution chooses how to set their scores. Typically, you will need to achieve the following minimum score. Foundation courses would require between 36 to 50, undergraduate might require 51 to 60, and postgraduate 57 to 67. To find out the minimum score requirement at your chosen institution, check their website. But yes, mostly student visas need 55 plus. And for immigration, if you are aspiring for 10 points, you need 65 plus in all 4 sections. And for 20 points, you need 79 plus. So it's better to get higher in point slot. If you can score 79 plus, you could be ahead of others in order to score good. English test for UK family visas. We created the PT home English test for prepare who want to make UK their home. So for UK, if you are giving, if you are targeting to go to UK, you have to give another exam which is known as PTE UK, and you have home 1 and home 2 for that purposes. To prove your knowledge of English as part of a spouse visa or parent of a dependent visa in the UK family visa category, you take PT home A1. If you are ready to apply for visa extension after 2.5 years and need to prove you have a higher level of English, you can just take PTE Home A2. So for UK, there is another PTE UKV exam. You can give that if you are targeting to go to UK cities. What are the tips to solve these questions? How you can score 79 plus? I have been constantly telling you that 79 plus is easy to score. Yes, in fact, it is very simple and easy. You just have to know how to solve the task. Let's talk about speaking section. There are 5 tasks and task number 1 is read aloud. So if what is the content which is required for read aloud? What is the scoring guide? So the task name is read aloud and it gives you marks in speaking and reading section. And the enabling skills which computer is checking is mainly fluency, clarity of speech and the pauses. So wherever you see a comma or a full stop, you have to take a proper pause. So what is required for this type of task? It is a very highly scoring task and it gives you marks 28% in reading. So you have to speak smoothly, clearly, with proper pauses in the passage and avoid skipping and inserting any extra word of the passage. If you insert anything extra or skip something, it will deduct marks in the reading section. So make sure that you are not skipping something. If you find any word difficult to pronounce, just say anything relatable word, but do not skip that word, otherwise it will count towards omission. So read aloud is very simple. Make sure you target for 3 things. First, your pauses. Take a pause, every pause at a comma or a full stop, and every comma and full stop should be shown to the computer that you are grouping the phrases together. for more perfect score, you can make sure that when you are speaking, the clarity of speech is there. So you are just picking the word, but do not pick them one by one. Target the oral fluency here. Pick the group of words together until and unless you see a comma or a full stop. That will give you a very high score in read aloud and hence in speaking and reading section. Next task, repeat sentence. Yes, I do get it from a lot of students that how to crack repeat sentence and how to get good scores in repeat sentence. It is a very simple task. You will hear one question and you have to repeat it as it is, just like the speaker. You do not have to copy the accent of the speaker, but for better scores, you just have to mimic the speakers. So whatever speaker is saying, you have to just repeat it, but the problem is the timer. People start repeating immediately after the question. That is where the score goes to zero, because until and unless you listen the beep, the next in the bottom you see beginning in 8 seconds. So the next speaker gets on, when the mic gets on, then only you have to start speaking. So check for that mic and check for 3 seconds pause. If you are pausing for more than 3 seconds in between or in the start, the mic will go off for that question. So make sure that when you are repeating the sentence, you are using all the proper techniques to solve this task. And this task will give you score in two sections, speaking and listening section. So if your listening scores are going low, it could be due to repeat sentence which lies in the speaking section. So listening and speaking, both integrated task will be scored by here this task, and make sure that you are saying the answer in the content should be in sequence. So let's say if the person is saying a question, let me give you a question. So the question could be like this: the assignment should be submitted by next Friday. If the person is repeating the task, you have to repeat it as it is. Check the pause where I am taking the pause. The assignment should be submitted. After submitted, if I am taking a pause, when you repeat, just copy that thing, take a pause after submitted, and that is how you can mimic the speaker and score good scores. For long sentences, if you are not able to catch the long sentence, you can apply certain tasks. You can learn shadowing technique. You can chunk the sentence into phrases. Chunking strategies there. There are many strategies which can help you to get more insight. But main thing is to speak maximum number of words in sequence and speak the response clearly without any fumble or mispronunciation of words. Try to mimic the speaker, take a pause as soon as the when you see the speaker has paused. Same pattern you have to repeat, and you can clear this task very easily and score marks in speaking as well as listening section. Next segment. When you talk about describe image, yes, this is where you can score 90 in speaking. Why students from PTE tutorials are getting 90 in speaking all the time? Most of them get 90 very easily. The reason behind that is this task, describe image. So basically what people do, they analyze the image. No, do not analyze the image. The question does not want you to analyze the image. It is just telling you to describe the image. So as you can see on my screen, there is a map of Africa. You need not to include all the details given on the map. It is not mentioned anywhere in the score guide that you should speak all the topic. No, you can just go through these topics and you can just describe whatever is there in front of the screen, in front of you. You can talk about the color, that it is green in color, Africa is written, A is written with the capital letter, like that. So there are many other things which are being analyzed, and the main target is oral fluency here. So you need to be very, very fluent in this task. If you break, if you take a pause or a full stop, it will deduct score. So main way is to just go fluently and score good marks. So there are the scoring is that you will get 15 marks for each image, and there could be 3 to 4 images in exam. You have to just talk about the image, do not go out of the image, and include the conclusion part if possible. Conclude the image by saying that in conclusion, overall the picture is very informative or anything, try to conclude to score good marks. Next task would be written lecture. Yes, written lecture gives you again marks in speaking and listening section, integrated task, high score task, and so you can just target this task by simply following the technique. Main target here is not fluency, main target is not your pauses, main target is the content here. So computer is checking for content and form. So if you are talking about the form of the structure, what you have to do is you have to just listen to the audio. There could be some video, there could be some image in front of you, just like you're seeing the rocket, right? But there will be some audio that could be played. When this audio is played, you have to make sure that you are listening to the speaker. But it is quite tough to remember all the points from the audio. So what you can do is you can jot down some important notes and keywords. You are given an erasable notepad and marker in exam. You can use that notepad and you can jot down the important keywords of the audio and paraphrase the answer using the keywords and supporting fillers. Here it is advisable to use the templates, because if the template is used, the form will be perfect. And if the form is perfect, you will get good scores. So written lecture is all about form, grammar, tense used in your presentation of answer. But you have to present the answer in your own words. So basically, just check the sequence of the development of the answer. If you are talking in past tense, just continue in the past tense only. That will give you extra score and you can crack 79 plus very easily. Target here is the content, but more than that, form. If form goes to 0, everything is 0. You have to speak till 40 seconds for this task and you end up around 38 or 39 seconds. Do not give incomplete answer. Try to end just 1 second or 2 seconds earlier so that you don't give incomplete answer. Other than that, written lecture is all about form. So use a good format, add the filler words, keywords to the format, and you can score 79 plus very easily. Let's talk about how PT tutorials help you. We have our website. On our website and in our mobile app, you can see free sample questions are available. You can practice daily 5,000 plus questions of PT exam. All the 20 tasks are given in these sample questions and you can get the scores freely. Check the correct answer and learn the task requirement. Practice the high scoring task and improve your score. Simply download our PT tutorial app or visit the PTE tutorial website for free practice. You can see there are 4 sections: speaking, writing, reading and listening, and we give 2300 plus questions for 5 tasks in speaking, 250 plus questions for writing 2 tasks, 900 plus questions for 5 tasks in reading and 1700 plus questions for 8 tasks in listening. The writing essays are real exam essays. These questions are real exam questions and you can simply practice from our website. Plus you can get help of the tutors available to you through our Telegram app. Now let's talk about writing section. There are only 2 tasks in writing section. One is summarize written text. Here you will be given a paragraph and they will tell you to write a summary in the box given below. But the score guide allows you to write between 5 to 75 words. So you can write 5 to 75 words, but the main thing is you have to write in one sentence. This answer should be presented only in one sentence. That means you can keep only one full stop. And if you are putting more than one full stop, it can go to 0. So make sure that you start with a capital letter and end with only single full stop. You are given a separate timer for this task. 10 minutes are given separately, so you don't have to worry about time here and utilize the complete 10 minutes here, because if you finish it early, the timer will not help anywhere. So use the 10 minutes, read the paragraph and find out the summary in just one sentence. Now, it is very tough to write 75 words, one sentence. So what you can do is you can just go a little bit lesser. So according to the experts and according to our experience, we have seen that if you're writing between 25 to 40 words, with the special strategy used for this task, you can use the words from the paragraph, join them and present them in this word limit. You can get 79 plus very easily. For more insight, you can just check our website and you can check our YouTube videos and you can ask the experts for more help through Telegram group. What are the tips to solve high risk tasks like writing essay? Yes, writing essay does not contribute to any other task. It is a standalone task and it gives you score only in writing section. What is being checked here? People think content is checked here. Content gives you only 2 marks. So out of 15 marks, 2 or 3 marks for content. Rest everything is on the other side. They are checking vocabulary, grammar, spelling, form, written discourse, coherence, cohesiveness, the connectors you are using, linking devices you are using, supporting words or phrases. Are you talking in an idiomatic way or are you writing in the robotic way, or what are the lexical resources used? So many things are being checked here. So if you are developing essay from your own side, if you are writing 200 to 300 words in this task, you have to write 200 to 300 words and you are just describing your idea, it won't give you good score. To catch good score, you have to make sure that you are writing in correct form. The coherence is there, the development of the essay is there. And being a computerized task, you can take help of some basic structured format lines and then you can include the topic details in it. So writing essay is much simpler in PTE as compared to other English exams. So you can crack it very easily once you have to know about the coherence mainly. But main thing is to always write the answer in 4 paragraphs. So if you're writing essay and you're writing 5 paragraphs, computer will not check your answer. Make sure you write only 4 paragraphs in essay. Let's talk about the next task. But before we move further, I have very good news for all of you that we have our Telegram group operating and we have 20K plus students and many different types of trainers there available for you. It is a platform where you can interact with the trainers, with the experts, team members are there. You can talk to our coordinators, you can take help for any online coaching if required. You can post your answers there and you can let it check by the experts available to you. You can tag us and you can get the help there. So Telegram group is the best platform, very interactive session. Check the questions and you can analyze your scorecard. You can post your scorecard there. We can give you an idea where you are lacking, what are your weaknesses and what is your strength, and then you can work on that. You can also participate in different contests available in the Telegram group. We do take live chat sessions there. You can get the help and insight about every particular task in that live chat session. We do provide an opportunity to attend free webinar and sessions. Free assessments are there. You are not charged anything for that. And you can interact freely with other aspirants and trainers for any doubt if you have. So my recommendation, join PTE Tutorials Telegram group and discuss your strategies and doubts, everything there. Let's move on to the reading section. So in reading section, the most important question is reading and writing fill in the blanks. Usually they are drop down blanks and you have to just click the drop down list and fill the blanks. To score in this task, mainly they talk about tenses, subject verb agreement and prepositions. The hint is hidden in the question itself. So those who are finding it very tough, I can give you the hint that just look for the context, 2 words before the blank and 2 words after the blank, and find the collocation word. And you can attempt the task very easily. There is no format for reading and writing fill in the blanks, but there is a wonderful strategy which can help you to solve it very easily. Next one is reorder paragraph. If you talk about reorder paragraph, it is very simple. Just arrange the paragraph in an order. There is some logical structure present there. You have to find the link. There are 2 strategies available for this. First, search out for subject to subject connection. And second, you have to find by linking the ending part of first sentence by starting part of the next sentence. So there are many strategies, but I can tell you, if you do this question with me, by following the strategy, you can get full out of full mark. Very simple, very easy question and highly scored. It gives you score only in reading section, but it is advisable to do this question correctly. You are being marked on giving correct pairs. So if you can give 3 pairs correctly out of 4, it is a very good score. So make sure that you start with the independent sentence, look for the lengths, and then closing sentence. And finally, you can give the correct answer. Next, reading fill in the blanks. Very important task, very easy, but simple and easy. People learn vocabulary for this type of questions. I would recommend not to go in that detail, rather go for collocation words. Here, PT Academic is checking your collocation, and so you have to just read the 2 words before the blank and 2 words after the blank, and you can guess the collocation. So it is very simple. Again, you can take help of grammar tools like gerunds and infinitives and models and whatnot is there, but it is a very simple task, easy to score. People lack in reading because of the lack of format, but you do not need any format here. There is a simple tip, is to find the academic collocation word. PTE Academic has released its own collocation list. You can check this list and you can ask us in our Telegram group for more help related to this academic collocation list. What are collocations? Collocations are just simple. For example, the words which we use often. For example, keep it up, right? So keep, I can give keep before the keep in the blank, and after that I can give you it up. So if you read it and you check in the option in the bottom, options are given, just fill it with keep it up and you can mix both of them. Now let's talk about exam memories file. This is another big thing given to you from PTE Tutorials. It includes real exam questions. We have our exam memories files. You can download it from our website free of cost, and you can see that it has 60% repetition rate. 1000 plus questions are there, and they are all repeated. They are prepared by PT experts every month, and you can take all the tasks in that. You will see that questions from this exam memory files are given in your exam. You can see that the repeated questions are there. You can find the same essay, same reorder paragraph, same fill in the blanks in your exam as well. So I recommend to check every time if you are supposed to give exam. So check last 3 months exam memory files. 90% of your questions will be there. So make sure you go through this file. It is a very helping and achieving tool. It can help you to score 79 plus very easily. Let's talk about listening section. Another important highly scored task is summarize the spoken text. Again, it is same as retail lecture, but it will contribute in listening and writing scores. And in retail lecture, you are given scores for speaking and listening. Here, you will be again given some audio. You have to listen to the audio and summarize the main points of the audio between 50 to 70 words. Your summary should be drafted with proper sentence structure, formation and keywords. You have to understand the concept of simple and complex sentences, tenses and logical flow should be there. So as similar to retail lecture, if you are talking in past tense, just follow the past tense. That logical flow, that flow is important. So here again, you can use the format and solve this task very easily. Very important to do it between 50 to 70 words. However, you do not have to write in one sentence. So do not mix it up with summarize written text. It is different. Summarize is spoken text. You can write multiple sentences, but the word limit is 50 to 70 words for this question type. Next, let's talk about listening fill in the blanks and tips and tricks to solve high risk tasks. So in listening fill in the blanks, you have this beginning in 5 seconds. The fill in the blanks are there. There will be some audio that is played, and on your screen you will see some transcript written, and there is a blank after every word. So if you see that the transcript is there and the blank is there, so a bustling dash hub. So if you see that there is a blank, you have to listen to that word from the audio and then you have to write it down again in this sentence here. So just listen to the word, note it down on the notepad, and once this question is over, you can type it here in the blank. Main problem is the writing language. So if you are writing the language, the main problem is that the spelling can go wrong. So make sure that you are writing correct spelling, because if the spelling is wrong, that word goes to zero. So the spelling should not be wrong at all. And writing section and listening will be scored only if you present the correct answer. Right? So it is again a challenging task, but if you can formulate a correct spelling, you can get 79 plus here as well. Exact words should be provided here. Next, you have tricks to solve highlight incorrect word. It is a very simple task. And in this task, again, if you are checking that the audio will be played, in every listening section, there will be some audio that will be played. And you are allotted 3 to 7 marks in this section for listening and reading skill, and focus on the audio and scan the word of passage to select the exact word in the provided passage. So you have to focus on the audio, move your eyes along with the audio, and if you see something different here, if the word which is spoken is different from the written word on the screen, point out that word. Just click one time on that word, it will be highlighted. And once you give 4 5 words correct, it will be marked for your score. It gives you score in both listening and reading section. So reading section is also marked from here. Make sure you do this question totally correct, and there is negative marking in this question. So if you are highlighting a negative word, it can get you in trouble. So make sure you click only if you are very sure of that word. Last but not least, write from dictation is the key to ace this exam. If you miss this any single question here, you might lose 79 plus. So it is very important that we follow the questions here. We listen to the question clearly and type it in the box. So it is just like repeat sentence. It's just that in repeat sentence you have to speak the answer. Here you have to write everything in the box. And again, when we are writing, we have to make sure we are writing correct spelling. Sequence is important. There are many strategies to catch this answer. For example, chunking the sentence and all these things. So focus on the audio. First, what you can do is write it on the paper. So if you write it on the paper in one go, it will be easy to remember and recall the sentence. So write it on the paper first and then write it in the box, you can score. But those who have a very high typing speed, and if you are not doing a lot of typo error, then you can directly type in the box as well. My recommendation, there are many strategies, either write the first part or the last part or the complete sentence. Whatever you do, make sure you're catching all the words, and do not do any mistake in plural or singular. You can focus on the audio, avoid spelling errors, increase the speed of typing, and check the grammar. Grammar can help you to get the correct answer very easily. Do not add extra words from your own side. If you add more than 3 words extra, it will reduce a lot of marks in writing section. So those people who are adding both singular and plural in the answer, that will give you very less score in writing, because they are checking the grammar and tense as well here. Sentence structure is being checked. So do not add anything extra. What you have heard, just type it that down. You can do self-analysis where you are planning to appear for the exam, what is your desired score, what are the strengths and weaknesses, in what is your direction of preparation, and if you need any expert material, you can talk to us through Telegram app, and you can score practice test, mock tests are available. You can get score report within 3 to 5 business days, and mock tests give you the real exam environment. So you can see where you are standing right now by seeing your mock test result, and then you can go for evaluation by our expert trainers. They can guide you for weak areas and strong areas, and you can opt for our online coaching. And PT online coaching is very cheap, it is very much affordable and highly beneficial. So achieve your desired score in just one attempt by going for online coaching. This will be a 40 days live interactive class. You will get the video recording of the classes, 5 mock tests free, and free 20 e-booklets of PT exam, free access to exam memories and question bank, opportunity to be a part of separate Telegram group and free assessment and feedback on the mock test. You will have live doubt solving sessions. Teachers are there interacting with you on the daily basis, and PTE exam videos are available. And the best thing is that you can join from anywhere on any device, and you can utilize the perfect online coaching. So let's talk about all these things. Thank you so much for the session. I will be taking the doubts here. And if you have any doubt, you can talk to me. Thank you.
That was surely very informative session. Thank you so much, Rinni, for sharing some great pointers and your knowledge and your experience with us. I'm sure our
Thank you.
audience must have got some, really a lot of information for cracking PTE. So now I will invite everyone to post their question in the chat box, and our expert will answer. So Lucky is asking, what type of PTE do I need for 189 independent skilled migration?
Uh, yes, very nice question. PTE academic will help you to gain for immigration purpose. You need to give PTE academic exam, and if you need to score higher points, like if you are achieving 20 points, you need 79 plus in all the four sections. So you can get 79 plus very easily, but you have to give PTE academic for immigration purpose.
Okay, and further, he is also asking, what score do I need for this?
Basically, 65 plus will be okay. So you need initially 65 plus for all the four sections. It will fetch you 10 points, but to get more in higher in the merit, you can go for 79 plus in all four sections, which will give you 20 points there. So it is good to get 79 plus, but initially 65 plus will also give you the basic 10 points.
Thank you so much, Rini. If you have more questions, please feel free to post those questions in the chat box, and Rini will answer that. Any more questions?
Okay, while I get more questions, I would just like to talk to my here to everyone that PTE is very simple, and as per my knowledge and experience, I can tell you that this is a computerized task. There is an algorithm that is followed to check your answers. So if you want to crack PTE, just go for mainly just check what the task is asking for, follow the algorithm and attempt the item prompts according to the algorithm. It is very simple. I have seen so many scorecards with 90 in all the four sections. So I can assure you you can get 90 if you follow the strategies perfectly. Right? Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so as we do not have any more questions, so I think we will just wrap up this session. So thank you so much everyone for attending this session, and hope you found it informative and helpful. We would like to hear your feedback, so please do not forget to leave your review. A review link is shared in the chat. Sorry, there is one more. Sorry to interrupt, but there's another question from Lucky. What is the secret in describe? Sorry, I don't know. Describe image.
Yes, sure. So that is a very good question. Describe image is very easy to crack and it can help you to score really, really very good scores in exam because in describe image, people usually compare the high and low of the graph. There are many different types of images available to you nowadays. Currently, what PT Academic is doing, they are giving some questions which does not have anything written on the image. So then the simplest technique to describe image is to talk about the color, talk about the numbers given on the image, and if nothing is given, start counting something. The main target is the fluency. So do not at all stop to think. Usually people stop and they think whatever you are seeing in front of you. For example, if you are seeing thank you written in front of you, just talk about the color, the format, the background color, count the number of letters, anything. When we count, the fluency is highest. So try to catch the fluency in describe image, and it can lead you to 90 in speaking. So it is very important that you do describe image all correct in one go. Avoid talking about axis, x-axis, y-axis. Avoid talking about the highest point and lowest point, because if you do so, you might stop to think, and which will break the fluency. So easy target is to go in one go without stopping, get full score if you do like that. Thank you.
Any more questions? Please do not hesitate to post your questions if you have any. Thank you, Lucky, for your question. And so I think we do not have any more questions, so we will just wrap the session. We would like to hear your feedback, so please do not forget to leave your review. A review link is shared in the chat box, and your feedback is much appreciated. Thank you so much, Rinni, for joining us and sharing your knowledge and experience. And
Thank you.
I hope our audience got all their answers. So thank you so much.
Thank you everyone for joining the session, and thank you Noshi for all the help.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you everyone. See you again next time. Bye. You can contact us through the email ID posted to you in the chat. Thank you and bye.